Good evening and welcome back to our FIFA career mode here with Newcastle United, where we have been taken over and we are spending all the money and seeing exactly what could happen in the future for Newcastle United. But today, we start the Premiership season, 3 matches, home to West Ham, away to Villa, home to Southampton, potential 9 points to start the season there. Now, if you're new around here, then I don't know why you're starting an episode 3 for, that's really weird, but you do a you. This is the team we've so far put together. We're stuck with Dubravka in goal. We've got Lodi at left back, Kundi and Torres at centre back, with Reece James at right back, Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham playing central midfield with St. Maximin, Ryan Gravenberch, Ayazarabal, and Harry Kane was our talisman signing. I'm pretty happy with this so far. We're about to move into August, which is bringing forth one of my favourite parts of the game, which is Youth Scout time. Right, first of all, we have the youth squad update. So, yours actually dropped down. You were 84 to 94. Now you're 81 to 94. Okay. These guys all look pretty decent as well, actually. We've got Samuel Crespo, who's a left, mid, and right wing. Let's change his stuff up. We'll make him just a wide playmaker because his passing's terrible. He needs the extra help. We've got Vincenzo Barone, who's an attacking midfielder. Let's get him on the shadow striker because his attacking stats are terrible. And we've got Adriano Duarte, left wing and right wing. Let's get you in the development plan as well, my friend. On with a... let's do wide playmaker again because your passing stats are awful. Okay. Yes, I'm tempted to bring Carter Rowe up to the... Oh, look at them skill moves as well. Everything about him's cracking, isn't he? He's our future star you start the game with. I'm tempted to bring him up to the main squad. But first of all, we have got in Wales. Okay, you're not very good. We'll continue scouting you. You're terrible. You're terrible. You're terrible. And you're terrible. Okay, well, Wales has not done us too well so far. Next up, in Scotland, 71 to 94 is interesting. Okay, we'll cancel you. Cancel you. Cancel you. Aha. Aha. Okay. Ooh, hello. Hello, Logan Fulton. We'll sign you up. We'll sign you up. And we'll sign you up. 3 good Scottish players there. I'm happy with that. And into England, we've got Aaron Hutton's terrible. Will Holland is even worse. Nicholas Fox is not very good. Oscar Houghton is not very... Oh my god, this is bad. This is really bad. Okay. England was terrible. Wales was terrible. Scotland had a couple of good ones. Okay, let's have a look at the youth squad then. Let's have a look at our new players. So we've got a goalkeeper. We've got a centre forward actually in Logan Fulton. 57 rated. Is not terrible. Let's get him working on... Oh, I'd rather him actually work on being a striker rather than a... Or even a cam maybe might be the best bet. Okay, let's do deep line forward on you. Next up, Reece Mayer is a goalkeeper. Let's get your positioning leveled up because that's awful. And finally, we've got Jack Jeffrey, Esquire. Right back and left back, actually. That's pretty useful if he has a good potential. Okay, defensive wide back, I think, is the key to start off with. Get those defended stats up. Okay, so youth-wise, we're doing okay. I did say I wanted to have a look at getting some more squad players today. I'm thinking about... Is it Wirtz? Yeah, Florian Wirtz. Let's get you in and scouted. And then is it Cherky? Cherky? Rayan Cherky? I know you've got a high potential as well. You're both exciting prospects. I mean, they're both quite attacking players, though. I was thinking maybe as a backup for defence, right back and left back, maybe Max Aarons. I don't know how good he is. He's showing great potential, though, so he looks like he's got good potential. And there was another Norwich player, wasn't it? Is it TZ? Is it you? Are you Norwich? You are Norwich, okay. Yeah, exciting prospects. So you've got an 85 plus potential. That's good. We'll get you in, have a look at you as well. Adam Klozek is another good option. Can play striker as well as left mid and right mid. Who else is there? Is there like MD shout rings about? No. I can't remember any of. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. That's the problem. I probably should have done some sort of list, but I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Maybe another centre back option could be Bastoni. But I think you're already quite high rated. You're not going to want to sit on the bench behind the other two, are you? That's the problem. Just trying to think more midfield wise now because we've already got quite a few. Okay, we'll just stick with that bit of scouting for now. Of course, we do have the players from the academy we can bring forward as well. Let's have a look at the old FIFA while I'm on my other monitor while I'm doing this. Richie's been sold. Let's quick sim through the training day. Training day. Let's do age maximum 23. Okay. Fraser transfer from Burnley. We'll accept that. So who's a good option then, potentially? Danny Olmo is a good shout. Just trying to look at the best potential players. Ansu Fati, Vinicius Junior, Wirtz. I've just looked at, haven't I? Greenwood, Bastoni, Anthony. That's what I was looking at. Is it Maduke? Oh, there's actually a decent young striker on this list as well, actually, looking at it. Called Raspadore. Raspadore seems to have a decent looking potential. Raspadore. 21 years of age. Yep, 74 up to 88. So we'll get you scouted up as well. And then there's also we've got too many attack. We want some defensive players, don't we? Any good defensive players or central midfielders we can have a look at? Yeah, there's this guy here that's GVU. Garvadol. You look pretty good. You can play left back as well. I mean, that looks like probably as many as we're going to need for now. Unless there's any more obvious defensive ones, but I think that's probably going to be enough for now. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, there is another... We could get Timber as another defensive option off the bench. We're going for Timber. From Ajax again, another cheaper option. I mean, if we're looking to build a squad, these are good players we really want around the squad. So, yeah, let's get them scouted. We might have to try and bring a few in, because we are selling quite a few players off at the moment. There goes Fraser. And there's a bid for Dubravka. We're gonna ignore that for now. Transfer offer for Mohamed Sangaré. We'll accept that. Dubravka will reject that offer. Obviously, with the unavailability of what's his name? Onana. I didn't mean to do that. I just realised what I did there. Onana. What's his name? I didn't even notice I did that. Right, we've got some scouting reports back on these players now. What we've got left to spend, then we've got 414 million left out of our £1 billion to spend. So we got you Tazoles, 9.8 million. Max Aarons, 75. You're not very high rated, are you? Klozek is gone. Okay, he's gone to Brighton already. We can buy him from Brighton, but Wirtz, 40 million for Wirtz. Okay, I think he's going to want to play a lot more games than what I'm willing to give out, though, anyway, at the moment. Coutinho's only 30 million. Okay, so I think... I'm going to wait, actually, because I might not go for Aaron's. I might go for these two instead. They can both play centre-back. One's a left-back and one's a right-back. So I might wait for both of those. You, though, I think are a good option. Left mid, right mid, and striker. Christos Tzlozis. 9 to 14 million. Okay. I know you've got a decent... You've got like an 88 potential or something, so that's actually pretty good. Norwich might go for a player swap with me as well. I haven't got many to offer them now, to be honest. Centre-backs. You can have... Kieran Clark. And 10 million. They'll accept that, but they want a sell-on clause. So we're going to remove the sell-on clause. And they want 11 million. We'll take that, easy. This guy's got good potential. It's definitely worth bringing in. So we'll get him in. Okay, so we want you to be a rotational player. That's what you had in mind. That's good. 5-year deal. That's great. We don't want to give you a release fee. And you only want 22 grand a week. Done and dusted. Our first signing of the episode is a strong player we can use from the bench. Well, not that strong, but he will be strong in the future. So let's bring you on to there. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. I'm feeling confident with this team now. We want to buy a few more players in there. Let's see. Broken down. Okay. Offer for Darlow. Okay, we'll accept that. Right, I'd like to get these other two defenders scouted before the next game, to be honest. Because I'd like to potentially... Oh, I've come into here now. Okay, that's fine. Quick sim that then. Oh, there we go. We got the defenders done now, I think. So, let's check the transfer hub again. Yes, okay. So, Cherky is quite cheap. As is Raspadori. Okay, this is actually pretty good. I'm happy. I'm happy with this, actually. Right. 8 to 11 million for Cherky. Right, transfer offer 10 million. Reasonable. Done and dusted. I love how shocked you look when someone agrees to a transfer fee. You're like, oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, let's do it. It's great. Right, we want you to be a rotational player. On a 5-year deal. No release fee. And you want to take a pay cut. That's fine, mate. If you want to take a pay cut, that can be arranged. Right, so next up we've got Raspadori as a young striker. 10 to 16 million. Let's go for... It's 10 to 16 million. Let's go for 13. It's right in the middle. And they're happy. Oh my god, they're really happy with it. It's mad just how excited you look whenever they agree to a deal. Please take a seat. Rotation. 5-year deal. No release fee. And guess his wages. Okay. 30k. 30k. You want 31. You had to push that extra 1k, didn't you? Okay. Right, that's them two side. If we can get these two defenders in as well now then. So, first of all, Josko. So, what is that trait? Is that the power header trait? Okay. For Garvadol. 12 to 18 million for him. So let's offer in a standard 15 million. Oh my god! We'll get that negotiated. These are more basic deals. We're not going to worry too much about these. And this will give us a bit of money to look at if we've got any weaknesses as well. He wants to be sporadic. That's fine. That's less game time than I plan on giving you, to be honest. So that's fine. He wants a release fee. We're going to deny the release clause. That's a stupid idea. And he wants... Let's give you 31k, the same as the last guy. And he's happy. Okay, got that one other deal, which is timber. Let's cancel it for a second. Yeah, 10 to 15, okay. So timber does have a potential of 86. So he is a pretty solid player. Offer a transfer fee of 14 million. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm getting well too excited about that. It just makes me laugh every time I see it. Right. Let's get this guy done and dusted and let's get into the Premiership season. He wants to be sporadic. Let's give him a 5-year deal. We're going to deny the release clause. He wants 29k. And we're willing to take him. Boom, there we go. So if my calculations are correct, that should be the bench sorted now. So Garvadol and Timber. Raspadori and Cherky. It's actually not. I've actually still got 2 spaces on the bench for possibly central midfielders. Trying to think who would be a good option to really go for, to be honest. I want players that have got good potentials, but at the same time, I don't want a player that's going to push too much of first-team football straight away. Of course, we're going to need to do it now, though, aren't we? Otherwise, the transfer window shuts at the end of this month. So who's a good option for centre mid? So I'm just looking on SoFIFA at the moment, see if I can spot any potential options. Midfield-wise, I mean, Harvey Elliott, potentially. Oh, Harvey Elliott, actually. 87 potential. You know what? Harvey Elliott and Giovanni Reina could be 2 options. Okay. Well, let's get the pair of them scouted while we go into this first game of the season. So, Harvey Elliott is not on this list. Oh, he is on this list. There we go. So, Harvey Elliott can play right wing, but he can also play central midfield. And then also, there's Giovanni Reina. Of course, the young American. Can play cam as well as left mid and right mid as well. So he gives us lots of different options that we can go for. And then apart from that, I mean, it's not really a ton of options that are not going to demand first team football straight away. I mean, there's some younger players around that we could go for. I mean, depends what we want to go for potential wise, I suppose. I mean, if we're just looking for a player, I could just go and get the bloody, what's his name, couldn't I? Coutinho. I suppose we could go for the classic one I like to go for every year. There's another Ajax player, actually, who could be a good option. Oh, let's go for, no. They're all cams. I want to go for a CDM, maybe. Wow, Tonali's potential's dropped, but still Sandro Tonali, isn't it? So that's still an option, I think. Sandro Tonali would be a good option to bring in. And then I think that's probably going to do us, unless there's somebody else outstanding that I want to try and bring in. No, I think that should do us for now. We'll get into the first game of the season, though. With the players we have. Let's do our pre-season press conference. But the real deal in pre-season, what can we expect? It's all about putting the work in. I've been impressed. Let's just wing. Let's say I've been impressed. Let's get the team's morale up even further. Improvements don't happen overnight, but they do. See how many players we brought. Can you finish in the top half this season? The players are good enough. You brought Kundi to bolster the squad. Looking at the plans for the future, does new additions mean Lascelles are probably on his way out? It's my job to make difficult decisions. Okay, that's sort of like the middle sort of one there, isn't it? Just don't get on anyone's nerves too much. And here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready for our opening game of the season? We are at home against West Ham United. We have got a full team of cracking players. Let's see how we get on. Right. Let's see how we do. We've got a decent bench as well. There's still a couple of players on the bench we need to move off, like Munoz and Hendrick. But apart from that, I'm pretty pleased. We've got a good bench of high potential young players that we can develop into what we want, or what we need, shall I say. Of course, we're in black today, whereas West Ham are in the claret. And we are expecting big things. I mean, players like Harry Kane is a very experienced Premiership goal scorer. So we're expecting a lot from him. Obviously, Reece James and Declan Rice also know the league very well. Some of the other players might take a little bit of time to adjust to the speed and the power of the Premiership. But I feel like we're in a good position nonetheless at this point in time. So let's just see how we get on moving forward. Come on. Ooh. Oh, okay, Dubravka's got a hold of it. Yeah, it was a free kick in the end. We move the ball forward. Like I said, there's potential for me for us to finish this episode on 9 points. It's going to be a bit of a longer one today because we've done all the transfers on it, of course. But yeah, there's good potential here. We could finish this first episode on 9 points, which is it's definitely doable. The board only really want a top half finish from us, so we don't need to really push too hard. But I think for me, I won't be happy unless we've got at least Europa League this year. That's the minimum I'm looking for is Europa League. Right. Oh. Terrible pass out there. That was Reece James. Reece James not really impressed me so far. I must admit, not impressed me. Oh. Just wide. And it's been a pretty even game so far. Not too impressed. But Harry Kane, he got around the back again. Not able to do anything. Kane on the ball again. Keeper picks it up. And that should be half-time. Oh no, Antonio's around the back. Offside? Okay, that is half-time. They've had more possession. We've had more shots and chances, though. But we just haven't done anything with them is the main problem. I would like to... I mean, getting a win in the opening game of the season would be fantastic. Just to showcase what we intend to do this year. Go on. Ah, come on. St. Maximin, that cross was not good enough. Kane got in there, but straight at the keeper. Okay, half an hour left. I feel like making a couple of changes. I'm going to bring on Cherky in place of St. Maximin. I think that's all I've got at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's probably all I can do at the moment. I don't really want to change anything else unless we score a goal. So Cherky's going to get a chance to make his debut as well today. Oh, good shot there by Ayazabal. Come on. Oh, again, it's another good shot. I think that was by Declan Rice, but it pinged wide. Okay, Cherky trying to cut the ball through to Kane. Oh, Declan Rice again with a shot. Again, the keeper has to prod it wide. Okay, we're definitely turning the screw now, though. Definitely turning the screw. Counter-attack on, potentially Kane. Cherky out wide. Oh. Come on. Oh, who's number 8? Gravenberch. Too much time. Bellingham took the shot as well. I mean, at least we know that our defence is looking pretty strong. Famous last words. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Can we sneak a last-minute winner? Oh! Ayazabal's shot palmed wide. Oh, and there's a 0-0 draw at full time. Okay. Not ideal. I wanted better than that. I did want better than that, but it is what it is.